The driver who has a bad temper is a killer, while the prostitute who has a bad temper has to hide it from her clients. Welcome to another section. We're going to chapter 50, Surah Al-Kahf of the Holy Quran. And as usual, it is here, or here it is. Then this is the beginning of the chapter proper. Say prosper, oh my God. Okay, let's do the introduction first. We now come to a group of, did I say groups? We now come to a group of 7 Makan surahs, L to LVI, that's 50 to 56, dealing with, in brackets, dealing with God's revelation through nature, through history, and through the mouths of the prophets, and pointing to the hereafter, full stop. We saw that the last group of three, that's 47 to 49, in brackets, dealt with the external and internal relations of the Ummat when formed. Full stop. In the present group, our attention is more particularly directed to aspects of eschatology, to the aspects of eschatology. It's spelled ESCHATO, then you add logical, of eschatological, dash, the future before us when this life is done. The future before us when this life is done. That's another way of saying the hereafter. Did I finish spelling eschatology? Eschatology. ESCHATOLOGICAL is eschatological. Eschatological. Let me go back a bit. In the present group, our attention is more particularly directed to aspects of eschatological, dash, the future before us when this life is done. Paragraph. This particular surah belongs to the early Makan period. Full stop. After an appeal to nature and to the fate of wicked peoples in history, it removes, as it it were, the veil. It removes, as it were, the veil. Then, in brackets, verse 22, without the brackets, as it were, the veil from the future after death. Full stop. Summary. Skeptics can look up to the heavens above. Skeptics can look up to the heavens above and to nature around them, as well as to the fate of sin in the history of the past. Colon. Will they doubt God's revelation when the veil is lifted? Question mark. Then, signs 1 to 29. This very chapter L, 51 to 29. Last paragraph, one sentence or one line. A vision of the day of recompense and the day of reality. And that should be al-hakak. Al-hakat, reality, show reality. And that is, I think that's 59 or so. And the day of reality, L 30 to 45. So this chapter is only made up of 45 signs. Okay, let's go to the chapter prosper. And it begins, Kaf wal Quran Majid, Kaf, wa al-Qur'an, no, wa al-Qur'ani al-Majid, Kaf wa al-Qur'an al-Majid. Kaf, note 4939. It's an abbreviated letter. 4939. This is an abbreviated letter. Full stop. For abbreviated letters generally, see Appendix 1. This particular abbreviated letter Kaf occurs only here as a single letter, and in combination at the beginning of Surah 42. Yes, 42. Surah to Shura. Okay, now we go. I think that's all for it. No. There are two notes. Then 49, 40. The glorious Quran. Kaf. Then by the glorious Quran, in brackets, thou art God's messenger. Thou art God's messenger. This part, the bracketed side of it, is not there in many Qurans. So by the glorious Quran, the note to read is Majid. Majid, that's glorious. And Majid in italics, then brackets translated glorious. And the glorious here is in double inverted commas. So Majid is one of the beautiful appellations of the Quran. Of course, Hakim is one, Quran or Hakim. But here it is not Hakim, but Majid. Appellations of the Quran, full stop. Its glory is that of the rising sun, colon. The more it rises on your mental and spiritual horizon, the more you are lost in admiration of its glory, full stop. Its meanings are manifest and inexhaustible, full stop. The greater your experience, the more light is your spiritual eye able to bear. The greater your experience, the more light is your spiritual eye able to bear, full stop. And in that glory is a beauty that none can tell who has not experienced it in his soul, full stop. It is in itself the proof of the mission of the Holy Prophet. And that's note 4940 to sign 1. Let's go to sign 2. Bal ajibu an ja'ahum munzirun minhum. Bal ajibu an ja'ahum munzir minhum. But they wonder, ajibu, that there has come to them a warner from among themselves. The warner being Muhammad. The Arabs wonder that the Quran came from one of them, who is considered to be an entity, to be nothing but just one of them. Okay. Fakala, and he said, Al-kafiruna haza shay'in ajibun. Wakala al-kafiruna, and the unbelievers say, Haza shay'un ajibun. This is a wonderful thing. Shay'un ajibun. No note to that. No. That is 4941 is the note. 4941. In a sense, their wonder is natural. Do we wonder at the glorious sun? Question mark. In another sense, it is unnatural. Colon. What should we say of a man who fails to see in broad daylight? Question mark. Okay, that's note 4941 to sign 2. Let's go to sign 3. Aiza mitna wa kunna turaban أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا. What? When we die and become dust. Mm, uh, ذلك وجه بعيد. ذلك وجه بعيد. ذلك وجه بعيد. Let me go back a bit. When we die and become dust, shall we live again? Question mark. And this is in brackets. Shall we live again? It's in brackets. With our teeth, we go straight away. Mm. What? When we die and become dust, that is a return far. That is a return far. In other words, when we die, we won't even return because it's too far. How are we going to return? Mm. I omitted brackets here again. That is a sort of. Sort of is in brackets. That is sort of a return far. In brackets again from our understanding. Yeah. So how many brackets there? One, two, three. Mm. Without the brackets is just a short sentence. What? When we die and become dust, that is a return far. Period. We include all the brackets. It reads, what? When we die and become dust, shall we live again? Question mark. That is a sort of return far from our understanding. In brackets. So how would an ordinary person understand this sentence in the Quran? Hmm? No wonder our Christian brothers want to challenge Muslims using the Quran. They have insufficient knowledge of it in many cases. Their knowledge of the Quran is insufficient because they have not been well tutored about it. All right. That is sign 3. And the note to read is 4942. 4942. Mm. We are asked to compare chapter 37, sign 16. 37, I believe, is Safati. Chapter 37, sign 16. We can't go there. I don't know if we have enough time. Mm. It's about dying and being resurrected again. That is it. So we shan't go there. Okay. Now let's go to the next sign, which is sign 4. Mm. Kat alimna ma tankusu. Kat amilna. Kat alimna ma tankusu al-ardi minhum. Kat alimna ma tankusu al-ardu minhum. We already know how much of them the earth takes away. Tankusu, to take away. Mm, minhum, among them. Uh, wa indana kitabun hafizun. Wa indana kitabun hafizun. Let me go back again. Back again. Again. We already know how much of them the earth takes away. With us is a record. Garden, the full account. The full account is in brackets. Without the bracket, it simply reads, with us is a record. Kitabun, garden, hafizun. The note to read is 4943. 4943. 4943. 4943. The earth only corrupts and takes away. The earth only corrupts and takes away the body when they are dead. Mm, semicolon. It has no power over the soul. The full account of the soul's doings is in God's record. That referred to as kitabun here. And that's note 4943. To sign 4. Let's go to sign 5. Mm. بل كذبوا بالحق لما جاءهم فهم في الأمر مريج. Mm. مريج في أمر مريج. But they deny the truth. كذبوا بالحق. When it comes to them. لما جاءهم فهم في أمر مريج. When it comes to them. So they are, Fahia is so they are in a confused state. State is Amrin, Marijin, confused. Note 4944. 4944. If they deny what has been made clear to them, their minds must necessarily get into confusion. Hmm? You don't disbelieve God's message and still be normal. Oh, yeah. That is simple. You don't deny God's message and be a normal person. Only abnormal people do that. Okay, get into confusion. Full stop. All nature declares the glory and goodness of God. Full stop. Revelation explains the inequalities of this life and how they will be rendered in the hereafter. Full stop. If they do not accept this, they are not in a logical position. Full stop. They cannot reconcile the known with the unknown. And that's note 4944 to sign 5. Let's go to sign 6. أفلا ينظروا إلى السماء فوقهم أفلا ينظروا إلى السماء فوقهم كيف كيف بنينا كيف بنيها كيف كيف بنيناها how we created it. كيف بنيناها. Do they not look at the sky above them, how we have made it? A question mark. This they're referring to the unbelievers. Mm. How we have made it. Was Zayenaha and adorned it. How we have made it Kefa. Kefa Beneinaha was Zeneinaha. Wa Zene was Zayanaha and adorned it. Wama laha min furujin. Wama laha min furujin. Wama laha min furujin. And there are no flaws in it. And there are no flaws in it. It's a question. Let me do the whole thing in English again. Do they not look at the sky above them? Question. Question mark. How we have made it and adorned it, and there are no flaws in it? Second question. Okay, the note to reach is 4945. 4945. The greatest philosophers have found a difficulty in understanding as in understanding the skeptical positions when they contemplate the wonder and mystery of the skies with all the countless beautiful stars and planets and light in them, comma, and laws of order, comma, motion, comma, and symmetry, comma, that respond to the highest mathematical abstractions without a flaw, full stop. Can blind chance give rise to such conditions? Yeah. I love the word blind chance. Look at the sky, you see the stars, beautiful, moving together. You stay for some time, you see that the stars are moving. Or maybe we are, or relative to us, we are rather moving, or relative to the stars. They are not stationary. You see how nice they are. And the commentator is saying that this cannot be by chance. No. It's like Abraham. He gets up and said, no, he wants to worship this. No, 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 no. It's not fit for worshiping. It's not going to be a God. Then he looks and says, no, 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 not fit for worshiping. Mm. Somebody must have created them, not by chance. In other words, rise to such condition. Can blind chance give rise to such condition? And that's note 4945 to sign 6. Let's go to sign 7. والأرض مددناها والأرض مددناها, and the earth dash we have spread it out. مددناها. We have spread the earth up. Here it's like a flat thing. No, it's not flat still, it is globe, but looks as if it is spread out like a flat thing. مددناها. وألقينا فيها رواسٍ وألقينا فيها رواسٍ. رواسة, not رواسٍ, رواسة. وألقينا فيها رواسي. And set thereon, that's Alkena, and set thereon mountains, and that's Mawa, and that is Rawasi. وأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج يهيج من كل زوج بهيج and produce therein, and that's أنبتنا فيها, produce therein every kind of beautiful growth. And that's من كل زوج بهيج, every kind of beautiful growth. كل زوج بهيج. We have brackets at the end in pairs. So every kind of beautiful growth in brackets in pairs. Two notes there, 4946 and 4947. 4946 first. 4946. Compare chapter 8. That's Amphalo, if I'm not mistaken. Compare chapter 8, sign 3, and chapter 27, sign 19. 27? No, not 7, 27, 17. 17 being Surah to Bani Israel. And chapter 17, note 1955, full stop. The earth is round, and yet it appears stretched out as a vast expanse, like a carpet, kept steady with the weight of the mountain, kept steady with the weight of the mountain. So like you spread a carpet, and maybe because of wind, you put some objects on it, maybe a stone or something that you have there so that it will be steady. So the mountains are there to keep the earth steady. All right. With the weight of the mountains, yes. Let's go to the second note, 4947. 4947. Beautiful growth in pairs, in brackets, 4947. We are told to go to chapter 22, Al-Hajj, sign 5, and note 2777. Full stop. Sex in plants may be hinted at, colon. Sex in plant may be hinted at, colon. See note 1804 to chapter 13. 13, I think that's Arada. Rada. Arada. 18072, chapter 13, sign 3. Let's go to the next sign, which is sign 8. Continuation from sign 7. Tabsiratan. Tabsiratan وذكرى لكل عبد منيب. Tabsiratan, and that is for an insight. Tabsiratan was zikra, and reminder, zikra, to every servant, لكل عبد منيب, to every servant turning to God, in brackets, to every servant turning to God, and that's Muni bin. Every good servant turns to God for worship, for help, for everything. You have to remember and turn to God as if you are turning to something for help. Okay, and the note is 4948. 4948. For all these things go into for all these things go into his very heart and soul. That the one that turns to God. All these things go into his very heart and soul. Full stop. He loves to contemplate them. He loves to contemplate them. To remember them for himself as evidence of God's goodness and glory, and to mention and proclaim them. And that's note 4948 to sign 8. Let's go to sign 9. ونزلنا من السماء ماء وجعلنا نزلنا ونزلنا من السماء ماء, and we send down rain from the sky. We send down from the sky rain. This time the words follow each other. The English interpretation follows the words in Arabic. ونزلنا, we send down from the sky, mina samai, ma, and rain. Mubarakan, of rain charged with blessing. Mubarakan, of rain charged with blessing. Mubarakan. Let me note something down. It appears somewhere else that rainwater is a blessing. Of course, it's a blessing because it gives us food to eat, water to drink, water to use for all purposes. Okay. Wa ma'an mubarakan. Nabatna bihi jannati. Yeah. Nabatna bihi jannati. And we produce therewith gardens, jannat. Wahaba al-hasidi. Wahaba al-hasidi. And grain for harvest. And grain for harvest. Haba is grain. Hasidi. For harvest. There's no note to that. No note to that. So we go straight to sign 10. Still describing the garden. Wanahla basikati. Wanahla basikatin. Laha tal'un nadidun. Laha tal'un nadidun. And tall palm trees. We have brackets there, which is and tall and stately in brackets and tall and stately palm trees. Wanale basikati palm trees. Laha talun nadidun. So piled over, piled one over the other, piled one over the other. Which no, I missed something. And tall and safety palm trees mm, with shoots, and thus laha talon nadidun, with shoots of fruit stalks, with shoots of fruit stalks piled over, piled one over another, piled one over the other, with shoots of fruit stalks, with shoots of fruit stalks. Fruit stalk is hyphenated. Pile one over another. Nadidun. Mm, Nadidun. Nale basikatun is and tall trees, palm trees with shoots. No, and tall palm trees. Nale basikatun. Tall palm trees with shoots. Laha talun. mm, with shoots of fruit stalks, mm, fruits of uh, shoots of fruit stalks piled one over the other, and that's nadidun. And fruit shoots of fruit stalks is uh, ta talun rather talun. Mm, fruits shoots of fruit stalks talun. 4949 is the note. 4949. A beautiful nature passage. A beautiful nature passage. Full stop. How graphic and unforgettable to anyone who has seen a spring and summer in an Arabian oasis. 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 Semicolon. Let's go to the next. No, 4949 and tall and stately. Oh, I think we've done it. Okay, a beautiful nature passage. How graphic and unforgettable to anyone who has seen a spring and summer in an Arabian horse. That's what I just read. Oh my God. All right, let's go to the next sign, which is sign 12. كذب كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح. كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح. Before them was denied by the people of Noah. Was denied the hereafter in brackets. Before them was denied the hereafter by the people of Noah. Qawman Nuhin. Wa ashabul rasin. Wa ashabul arrasi. Wa ashabul rasi. The people of Noah and the companions of the Ras. Ras is spelled R-E-S-S. Wa ashabul companion or rasi of the Ras. Wa Tamudu and the Tamud. Tamudu and the Tamud. The note to read is 4950. 4950. Just the names of the peoples of Arabia. Just the names of the peoples of Arabian tradition who were punished for their sins and mentioned and mentioned, semicolon. Mm. Their stories will be found elsewhere, full stop. For the people of Noah, see chapter 11, Hud, signs 25 to 48, and other passages, full stop. For the companions of the Ras, see chapter 25, Furqan, sign 38, and note 3094. Mm, note 3094. I was looking for where to get this Ras again, but it is here. Okay, for the note 3094, semicolon. For the Ad and Talmud, see chapter 26. Mm. See chapter 26. I think that's Ashura, sign 123 to 154, comma, and other passages, semicolon. For Pharaoh and his people, see chapter 2, signs 49 to 50, and other passages, semicolon. For the brethren of Lut, see chapter 7, Erav, signs 80 to 84, comma, and other passages, semicolon. For the companions of the wood, see sign 15. I think that's Hijrah. See sign chapter 15. That's Hijrah. Sign 78 to 79. And note 2000. And for the people of Tuba, see chapter 46, Al Ahkaf. No, 44, Al Zuhruf, Al Duhan. See chapter 44, Duhan, or smoke, sign 39, and sign 39, and note 4715. And that's note 4950 to sign 12. Let's go to sign 13. It's a continuation of sign 12. I think also as sign 14. So let's go to sign 13 without a note. Wa'adun wa fir'auna wa ihwan luti, and Ad, Pharaoh, and brethren of Lot, and brethren of Lot, Luti. Now 14, it has no note. Let's go to 14. I wonder if 14 has a note. No, 14 doesn't have any note. So let's go to 14, a continuation of these the peoples and their prophets. Wa ashabu aikati, washabul aikati of the woods, and the companions of the wood, no end. It's a fresh sign. Wa ashabul aikati, the companions of the wood. Wa kauman tuba'in, and the people of Tuba. I don't know whether I call it Tuba or Tuba. Tubba. And the people of Tuba. Wa kauman tubatin. Kullun kazaba arasula. Fahaka wa idin. Wafaka wa haka. No, fahaka wa idin. Fahaka wa idin. Each one rejected the messengers. Kasaba Rasul. I omitted brackets there. Each one of them is in brackets. Each one of them rejected the messengers. And my warning was duly fulfilled. Into brackets in them. Without the brackets, it reads, uh, each one rejected the messengers, and my warning was duly fulfilled. Fahaka wa Eden. Here, wa Eden is warning, and Haka is fulfilled. No note reads either And so we go to sign 15. We go to sign 15. Mm. Afa aina bilhalkil awale. Afa aina bilhalki al awale. Mm. Were we then worry? Were we then weary? Not worry. Were we then weary with the first creation? No. That says no. Mm. Bal balhum fi labisun. Balhum fi labsin. Balhum fi labsin min halki jadidin. Balhum fi labsin min halki jadidin. Let me go back a bit. Were we then weary with the first creation, that they should be in confused doubt? And in confused that is here for lapsing. Min halki jadidin. Min halki jadidin. About new creation. Min halki jadidin is about a new creation. Jadidin new halki creation. Wahum fi labsin confused doubt. The note to read is 4951. 4951. We are asked to compare chapter 46, Al-Akaf, sign 33, and note 4913. That's all. We shall break here. And that's the end of section 1 of chapter 50, Surah Al-Kaf. We will come back in our next video, in our next episode, to begin section 2. And section 2 begins with sign 16. Thank you very much. May God be with you all.